What up, wizards? Welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Legends. I'm Cardystar. Today we're going to be playing a House of Dagoth deck, and I'm also going to be updating you on my Masters qualifying tournament performance. I didn't do too bad. I made it to the third round, and I was eliminated by one of the top 8 finishers, so I don't feel too bad about that. I did go to 5 games in the third round. I ended up losing my fifth game with my Halalu deck, which ended up running out of steam. It was actually banned by my opponent in the first 2 rounds of the tournament, so I didn't even get a chance to use it until the third round. And when I did use it, it did not perform well. My opponent was using a Halalu deck that was much faster and hit the right cards, so I'm thinking about switching to this Dagoth deck instead. So we're actually playing against another Dagoth deck, so we're going to see how it works. I've been able to beat all the standard deck types that you see these days. We're going to go ahead and throw down all 3 of my Crown Quartermaster, which is a bit unusual. But I beat Scout, I beat Tribunal, I beat Tel Vos already with this deck, so it seems to be working well, and we'll kind of run through it here. I think we definitely want to play Cornerclub Gambler on our next turn, and we'll just throw away one of these steel daggers. Not a big loss. Go ahead and go face. It has the ability to be aggressive, but I've been able to go 12 plus turns with all the standard control decks that you see. So my opponent's playing Astrid, which I'm not a big fan of playing against. So we will see how my opponent proceeds. We'll definitely play the Dagoth Oathman. I think we'll play it first just in case my opponent does draw a prophecy and kills one of the creatures on board. And we'll just throw a steel dagger onto the Crown Quartermaster here, just to maximize damage output. Looks like my opponent will probably be going a little slower since they're playing the lethal version of this deck. I don't play lethal cards, but my opponent's version probably plays along with Astrid, Fighters Guild Recruit, Sanctuary Pet, things like that, to produce a lot of lethal creatures. So I think we'll play Ash Berserker here. We'll go ahead and break the rune first. We're already to a very fast start, so I'm feeling good. And we'll go ahead and throw the steel dagger on the Ash Berserker in the event that my opponent destroys the Dagoth Oathman here. We've got Sentinel Battlemace for our next turn. They actually destroy the Ash Berserker. Not a big deal. So we get a lightning bolt ourselves, which puts us in a pretty good position. What I think I want to do here is play Sentinel Battlemace on the Dagoth Oathman, maximize damage to my opponent, Shrieking Harpy, and shackle the Skaven Pyromancer. And on my next turn, if my opponent kills the Dagoth Oathman, then we'll be able to go face with the Shrieking Harpy and then win the game with Lightning Bolt.
Victory is yours.
My opponent concedes immediately, so they know that they did not get off to a fast enough start. So that's just an example of how fast this deck can be. But we'll play one more just to see if we play against a control deck. I'd like to show you the stamina that this deck has as well. It's got a lot of good finishers, so we'll jump right back into another match. I don't want to end the video that quickly. Nothing too special in the rewards there. So we'll jump right back into another game, and I'll hopefully be able to show you this deck performing against a control deck. Watch me end up losing and having to edit around that, but you know, not a big deal. So we'll play what Dude, or we'll see what Dude plays here. So here we got, what is this, Sorcerer? I don't even remember. Or no, I think this is actually just Mage. I don't remember. Feel free to correct me in the comments below. So we got a decent start here. We've got Crown Quartermaster, Firebolt to deal with any creatures that my opponent puts on board. So we'll throw down the Crown Quartermaster and pass the turn. So I imagine my opponent plays all the standard blue cards like Lightning Bolt, probably Firebolt as well. So we've got Awakened Dreamer that we can put down on the board, which I think we will go ahead and do.
We see you wake.
We've got 3 in the deck, so I'm not worried about it being killed quickly. But if my opponent can't kill it and we're able to get out,
By the 8th,
you know, a 5 power card that we can start ramping a little bit. So there we go. We got Vigilant Ancestor. We'll play Vigilant Ancestor with the Awakened Dreamer. And I'm wondering if we should kill the Daggerfall Mage here. Just a matter of going fast or trying to control. I think we want to go fast. We're already in position to ramp, so we'll go ahead and start ramping. So that's the main ramp option of this deck. You don't always have to use it, but when you've got the right cards, it really works well. There's plenty of 5 power cards in this deck to go with the ramp, which my opponent immediately destroys. But we're going to get a Breton Conjurer, break the ward, get a Frost Antioch out. Atronach, not Antioch, Atronach. So that's a really good combo that this deck has. And we'll see if we're able to sustain that. And probably we'll play the Brotherhood Slayer in the field lane next. We might even play the Steel Dagger. We'll see what we draw. I don't want to burn all my cards for no reason. So they do throw down a Mammoth. So I think we will Wardcraft.
Careful there, friend.
Onto the Atronach. I think we will go face here. I feel like we're in a position to go fast. Now, because we don't have a lot of cards in our hand, then we could be in danger of running out of steam. So I could use the Lightning Bolt here and kill the Mammoth and potentially protect my Atronach. But we also give up that option for endgame. So if I don't, and we play like the Brotherhood Slayer, then we'll be doing 11 damage. Not on the on the next turn, 12 if we equip the Steel Dagger, which puts us within 6. So really at that point we're just waiting for another Lightning Bolt. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll play the Brotherhood Slayer, let the Mammoth survive, and try to maximize damage done. And I said 12. It's not 12. It's -5 with a Vigilant Ancestor because it can't attack. I was just looking at numbers. So actually we're doing 11. No, we are doing 12 because of the Brotherhood Slayer there. So let's see what we get. We get another Brotherhood Slayer. So I think we will kill the Mammoth, play down another Brotherhood Slayer, and probably keep the Steel Dagger in our hand for now as a potential in-game assist, because we've got a lot of good strong charge creatures up in the 9s and 12s. We got Dagoth Ur, or Ur, or however you pronounce it. We've also got Packmaster, which does 6 damage. So, interesting play here. think we'll Erathbone Spinner.
The forest will not suffer your presence.
I think we will Steel Dagger.
It's
I think we'll
nothing
kill,
personal.
put another completed contract into our hand. And that's really getting us closer to throwing down one of our finishers earlier rather than later, but now we just have to draw. We've got plenty of draw options in the deck. Ash Berserker, Cornerclub Gambler, Thieves Guild Recruit, so hopefully draw into one of those and we can do some good damage. There's not a lot going on here. I think we'll just rapid shot the guard here. See what we draw. Shrieking Harpy. I think we will go face.
The day is mine.
I think we will Shrieking Harpy the Daggerfall Mage to keep them from breaking their ward. I hate to use the lightning bolt here. If I do use the lightning bolt, we can do an additional 3 damage. I think we will do that because we're pretty close to ending the game, and really we just either need to survive our creatures on board or draw into something here. Now let's say they block one of the lanes. We're doing 3 out of the field, 5 out of the shadow lane. So let's see what my opponent elects to do right now. We've got 2 completed contracts into our hand. So we're 2 turns away from being able to use Dagoth Ur. We do play Necromancer and use the Shrieking Harpy. Our Shackle, our highest power card. We've only got a 3-drop left. So they're going to throw down another Daggerfall Mage. Not a huge deal. We get another Vigilant Ancestor out. I mean, there's no real reason to play Vigilant Ancestor, but they're just going to run their mages into it. So I think we go face here. We're actually still doing 5 damage. So we're just a lightning bolt away from the win. I think we're going to hold on to the Vigilant Ancestor. There's really no reason to play it. And I would rather block something that was a significant threat. There's just no reason to play it. So they're going to use Shrieking Harpy. They're going to use another Necromancer. Dark Guardian. I don't imagine they'll go face. I'm surprised they didn't break their wards. Very surprised, actually. Alright, so we're going to win the game with an Erathbone Spinner. And so we made it to turn 10. We've still got a little bit of steam in the deck. Now, we were in danger of dead drawing, but we did draw exactly what we needed. So there's one more win. It's a good deck. It seems pretty consistent. Lots of draw power, lots of in-game power, lots of early game removal if needed. So I'm having fun playing it, and I hope you enjoyed watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. Feel free to subscribe for more videos, and we'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching.